You may wonder why I have a quill with a fountain pen nib that is also very autumnal. Well, this is not the fountain pen I just got, but I will be using it later on in this video because it is very, very practical. And I have better experiences with this than I do with dip pens. Dip pens are the devil. So the ink I will be using with my actual new fountain pen is Diamine's Brandy Snap. As you can see, the fountain pen comes in a slipcase that goes around the box, which I'm struggling to open. As per usual, the box is just this gunmetal-y sort of grey with brown details. I do love brown. There's passion on the inside, and then the pen comes in a leather. Well, I think it's leather. It might be fake leather, but it has its own little pen case. As you can see, there is a room for one more pen, and there's also a very cute golden pelican on the lid, which is of course the logo of the brand. It has its own little paper insert with text. And it reads in both German and English, but I'm just going to read the English. We wish you a lot of writing pleasure with your fine writing instrument, yours, Pelican Team. And then it also comes with a certificate of authenticity, which was filled in by the people at the shop I got it, which was Fritz Schimpf. And I will leave all their details in the description down below. Would absolutely recommend the shop. It was recommended to me as well. Now, for the pen. As you can see, this is a satin finish pen. And it has this really nice, super cute gold micro glitter in it. It is a Pelican M200. I believe this is the special edition. I'm not sure if it's limited edition. It's got a gold nib. I don't think it's actual gold. It's probably like fake gold plated. It's a premium steel nib. It comes in broad, obviously, which was also why I had such a hard time finding it. Yeah, and it's a piston filler, which is super cool. And you can see the ink slosh about once it is filled, which I'm just going to do right now. Spoiler alert, I will be getting ink on my hands. Yes, this is a voiceover because for some reason, the sound was all borked. Well, no, for some reason, there were kids playing outside and my studio is street side. So there was just too much noise and I went with a voiceover instead, which is what you're listening to as I am filling my brand new fountain pen for the very first time. I was faffing about a little bit because I had not done this in very, very, very long time. But yeah, it all worked out in the end, and I did, once I filled it, push some ink all through outside of the pen again to make sure it would be flowing right away. You can see I have how many more times will I be saying, as you can see, do not turn this into a drinking game. But yeah, I'm just using this waffle cloth that I got at Primark. They're like dishcloths, but they're really, really good. I use them for painting as well, for blotting. So good. They don't they don't shed microfibers either. At least I've not known them to do it yet. And I've been using those guys for months. So yeah, I like them. So yeah, I pushed some out and then wiped it and put some back in. And now it should be ready for actual writing. Hooray! So we'll be doing that in a second. Yeah, look at how gorgeous that pen is. I flippin' love it so much. I'm seriously happy with that pen. There had been a slight shipping delay, which of course happens. But because of it, Fritz Schimpf was so kind to gift me 2 items as extras in my box with my order. I'm sorry if you can hear things fall. I mean, it's not because it's quiet now. I'm not a klutz. So yeah, the first thing they gave me was this own brand paper. It's the Fritz Schimpf Fine Post. It's 50 sheets of A5 wood-free paper. And it's very, very, very smooth and ideal for fountain pens, which is great. So obviously I had to go and try that out with my brand new fountain pen, as one does. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Fun fact, I actually learned to write with a Pelican fountain pen, which is in part why I was so set on getting a new one, because mine has been lost to the ages. Yeah, I don't know why I never got another Pelican after my initial fountain pen, which I loved, but that error has now been rectified. Not that having a ton of Kaweco pens is an error that needs rectifying, but, it's an awesome pen and I'm happy to have added it to my collection. But yeah, let's do the writing test. I also got a bottle of Frits Rood, which is a rust red, but it's more like a very deep, beautiful red, almost a burgundy. And that's where the quill comes in, because if you have seen my Diamine Inkfen series from last year, you will know I am not good with dip pens, traditional ones. So the quill is a bit of a godsend. Sadly, I do not know where I got it, because I got it in a Wizarding Trunk mystery box, I believe, last August. So it's a bit of a mystery. I shall Google, but if you know where to get it, let me know. Now, back to the paper. There is a sheet underneath, which I'm trying to find, and it is aligned. So that should make things a little bit easier to write in. Well, straight lines. I have very poor eyesight. I don't wear ginormous glasses for the funsies, although I probably would wear them for the funsies. But yeah, they're not for the funsies. So that lined paper is a bit wasted on me, but I'm pretty sure it is not on other people. But yeah, I am super excited about that Frits Rood as well at this point, because my favorite burgundy ink is Diamine Burgundy Royale. Probably Burgundy Royal, but I like to pronounce it Burgundy Royale. So yeah, I was excited to see if this was a good dupe. We will find out later if it is or not. I swear to you, I will start writing with that Pelican pen. Pretty much right now. Yeah, BM voiceovering. I shall attempt to never have to do it ever again. I do promise. But yeah, I am super happy with everything I got. And that quill pen is actually super my aesthetic. And it's really good as well. The only downside is it's feathered and I have 3 cats, so I have to hide it from them constantly. It lives in my display case. It is so good. I would absolutely recommend it. If you know where to get it, leave a comment. Seriously. Do leave a comment. But yeah, to the writing. I don't even know what I was saying in the original, because I'm taking forever to get to that writing. I do apologize, but here we go. And of course, the pen is super smooth on this beautiful fine post paper. Now the question is, will it be as smooth on everything else? So I have grabbed a block from Primark, well, basically just a notepad. And it's basically glorified printer paper with a Harry Potter frame and lines. So let's test the pen on that as well, see how well it goes. as smooth on the glorified printer paper. Words, even in voiceovers. But yeah, obviously the lines are much sharper and pristine on a very good writing paper versus just note paper, which tends to have ink feather out a bit and make, especially thick lines, that is a downside of a broad nib. It makes the lines like really rather well smudgy kind of. So if you don't like that, don't get a broad nib. If you don't mind, like me, And here I am going to test the Frits Rood ink, also on the fancy paper, because come on, why not, right? I really, really love this ink and the paper. I would say, even though it's not an exact duplicate, oh, good heavens, it is definitely very close to Burgundy Royale. And if I run out of Burgundy Royale, I will absolutely replace it by Frits Rood, for sure. I mean, when my bottle of Frits Rood has also run out, I will absolutely repurchase it. And now I want to go onto the website and see whatever nice inks they have, because this one is very smooth, very pretty. And yeah, if you're in the market for a nice red, nearly a burgundy, I would absolutely recommend this one. Of course, we also have to do a brush swatch because I also love painting with inks. So I'm just gonna go in undiluted and see how it looks. It seems to go on quite smoothly. As you can see with like loose strokes, it goes on very well. It doesn't leave weird bits and patches. So yeah, this is definitely a very beautiful red all-round ink. And this is not the kind of color you find easily. You might do in acrylics and oils, which I don't really paint with. But in watercolors and in Gansai, I do not have a shade like this. So this is a very, very excellent because, you know, it's always good to have a nice deep red in your arsenal when you're painting. Unless you don't use reds, then completely ignore what I said. But if you love red, Frits Rood is definitely one to check out. So thank you very much, Frits Schim, for these beautiful, beautiful extras. I love them as much as I love my fountain pen. Leave a comment down below. What is your personal favorite fountain pen? Or just, you know, favorite writing instrument, so to speak? Or just leave a comment full stop. If you do leave a comment, please be kind. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video despite the wonky voiceover. I really will avoid that in the future. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already and want to stick around for more shenanigans in motion. And especially hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of future uploads, because I do not have a set upload schedule. My life is far too chaotic for that. I do apologize. But yeah, that is it for today. And I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to stick around for more cat content. And today's Belgian song of the day is, let me think, Ice Guitars by Moondog Jr., which is now Zita Swoon. But yeah, it's an excellent song. I hope I will be able to find it on YouTube. And it will be linked in the description down below. As always, bye-bye!